you write about a moment where he physically pushed you and you were holding your baby. Can you kind of walk me through that moment of what you were feeling?
It was kind of like that fight or flight mode. Like I kind of froze and I didn't know what to do, but things kept escalating. And when I was pushed back, and Kira started screaming and crying, and then I started crying, and then he realized what happened, and then he started crying. It's just like everything just spiraled and it got worse. And it's like, that's when my family got involved and when the police got involved. And that's after going to therapy and trying to make it work. It's like, you're not changing. You're not wanting to change. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Not only is it obviously not okay to shove you, but the image of reading it, of you holding your daughter while he's shoving you, it's just like heartbreaking. Because it's going back to like the fight wasn't it about he thought you were cheating again?
Well, not that I knew that he was
cheating. Yep.
And at that point I was so numb, I didn't care. I was kind of like, and I talk about this in the book, I got to the point where I was almost like, I'm glad that you're cheating. Like, go be with anyone you want. Just don't touch me. Like, I don't want to be around you. Your energy, like everything, it just made me want to run.
I think it was very admirable of how you wrote about how like you knew the minute you called the police, it was going to be kind of over.
Yeah.
Can you, if someone's listening, explain where you mentally were at, where you knew like that you needed to do this for you and your daughter?
I knew that moment I called the police, that's the end of it. And I knew that after what had happened and just he wasn't going to change. Yeah. And I gave him so many chances. And once I had my daughter, it's like I wasn't living for me anymore. It was my life now is to protect her and to make sure she has the best life. And I knew that it would go all over the tabloids because it's public records, which it did, which I was dreading. And that's why I didn't want to do it. I wanted to keep our life private. And it did go everywhere. It's humiliating.
After you called the police, was that also when you got the restraining order?
Yeah, so that kind of came after because he kept showing up at my events, following me, making a scene. He kept calling, he kept showing up, and it's like, leave me alone. So, after eventually my lawyer was like, Audrina, this is not right. There's enough evidence. She's like, I'm getting you a restraining order. And I was like, well, are you sure that's the right thing to do? That's going to go public now. And like, it was constantly like I had to stop caring about the public and what people thought and just do things for me and what was good for me and my daughter.
Sometimes those extreme measures are imperative at that point because how much farther would it go if you didn't?
I know. Yeah. So in my mind, that's where I knew this is it. It's time. And I was so depleted energetically, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Everyone around me knew that I lost so much weight. I was isolated. I wasn't myself. And I was trying to get back out there and smile and but it wasn't there. So I just knew it's time.
You wrote a lot about how the mental abuse affected how you viewed yourself. Yeah. You wrote, when you're told you're a piece of shit every day, you begin to believe it. It becomes your reality. You stop fighting back and slowly start to die inside. How did you get the strength to leave when you feel so depleted like that?
So I got the strength through going to church. Wow. I turned to God. Me and Kira would go every Sunday. I got into a small group. I had support. I had a support system and guidance, and I would cry all the time. And I finally built up that courage and just kept praying. And I was like, is this the right thing to do? Divorce doesn't, at the time it didn't run in our family. Like, you married, you hash it out till the end. You make things work. So it was that decision was really, really hard for me to do, but going to church and just having faith and doing what was right for my daughter, that's what helped me through it. And I think that was the best decision I've made.